What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be walking you through my personal home gym, which is right behind me. It's a combination of Rogue and Rep Fitness equipment. And I'm also going to be walking over all the gear I'm currently using for Ironman training. So everything I'm using for running, during my swim, and on my bike. So let's hop into it. We'll go over the gym first and then get into the rest of the equipment. So I built this gym with the intent of making a place that could help facilitate my crazy schedule, especially with Ironman training. And Steph and I both wanted to build a home gym in preparation for when we started having kids. So we walked in here and bought this house. This room was really used for like extra storage, but I saw it as the opportunity to build like the perfect personal home gym. So we came in here, we painted the walls black, we added flooring. Now I get this question all the time. We got this flooring at Tractor Supply. It's horse stall matting. I think it's like 3/4 inch. Now in terms of equipment, like I said, we used Rogue and Rep Fitness, two very reputable brands, and I'm confident in the products they produce. So we're gonna kind of start here, which is the back of the gym, and work our way to the front. One of my favorite pieces of equipment that we have at the BPN HQ is a GHD. So I had to get a GHD. I love using this for core. I also love using this to superset with hanging leg raises. If I could just do like one core workout for the rest of my life, it'd be a combination of hanging leg raises and GHD sit-ups. And that's why I had to get the GHD. Moving over here, we have the free weights. I actually brought these free weights and the tree stand from BPN. We have some kettlebells, 53, 35, and this is a 26 pound. So we have 3 kettlebells. I'm a big fan of kettlebell work, especially kettlebell swings for back day. We have 3 barbells. One is a women's barbell, and the other 2 are just your typical 20 kilogram barbells. One is a Rogue Ohio bar, the other one is a Rep Fitness Gladiator bar. Moving on back, during the pandemic and getting gym equipment was nearly impossible. That's why working with Rep Fitness was a lifesaver, because they had a lot of things in stock and they were easy to work with. So I got all my dumbbells from Rep Fitness. Right now we have 5 to 50s in increments of 5 pounds with a set of 120s for when I want to do some low row or some dumbbell rows and then some chest press. I will probably eventually add the 55s to 100s. Over on this side, bumper plates. So if I want to deadlift in here, or I want to do some barbell rows, pen lay rows, to keep it more quiet, for the neighbor's sake, and like I said, this gym's gonna be used for when we have kids. Bumper plates, you can keep it a lot more quiet than like your iron plates. So we have bumper plates, a plyo box, which the plyo box right now mainly gets used to hold my MacBook Pro when I'm on Zwift and the trainer. But the goal of this home gym, and as we slowly build it out a little bit more, and Ironman prep is over, is to have like group workouts here with some of the BPN team, where we're doing like Metcons together. Steph and I are doing Metcons together right out here on our driveway. So I want to get some more plyo boxes so we can do some workouts together. But one right now will serve the purpose. Dip bar attachment. Again, like I bought pieces of equipment that are my favorite, tried and true. And like if I could do one exercise for triceps and maybe chest, it would be dips. So I had to get a dip bar attachment. This is a Rep Fitness dip bar attachment attached to the Rep Fitness half rack, which I absolutely love. And we ended up bolting it into the floor, just so like if you're doing pull-ups, if you're doing squats or something, I didn't want it to move at all because there's no weight storage on this half rack the way I have it set up. So I wanted to bolt it in. And then TRX bands, another piece of equipment that is like my go-to if I needed a quick bodyweight workout. We got TRX bands attached to that. Just a traditional Rogue Fitness bench. And as we push a little bit further back, parallel bars, which I love using for handstand push-ups. This is not mine that I use, but Steph uses this. And my bike, my Zwift setup, is right next to hers. So there's a lot of times, especially on the weekends, we'll do rides together. So I'll be on Zwift riding my trainer. And then this is the SoulCycle bike. And then last, but certainly not least, is an additional pull-up bar. Straight pull-up bar. The half rack right here has a pull-up bar. And it's really based off the day. Sometimes I like having my hand on a little like 45-degree angle on the outside of the attachment. Some days I'm feeling a straight bar. When I'm feeling a straight bar and I want to go really wide, I'll use this Rogue Fitness attachment right here. This is typically what I use for my hanging leg races as well. But this is the home gym and we absolutely love it. We got a mirror installed here. The mirror, I get this question a lot too. Where do we get our mirrors from? Same place I get the mirrors for BPN HQ. I think it's just called like themirrorcompany.com or something like that. It's like $350 a mirror. Each mirror is like 6 foot by 8 foot. They come out here, they install it, they put it in. It's too easy. So this is my personal pain cave. Just the way I wanted it. Dark BPN colors, white, black, red. This is where I get it done every day. So now we are talking all bike related gear. This is what I have as of right now, being 30 months out from the Ironman. But as we get closer to Ironman Texas, we will acquire some more gear, change some things out. The first question I get all the time is about my bike setup on Zwift. So my current setup, I have 2 bikes and I'll walk you through those. This one will be my Ironman bike. This is the Cervelo P5. We showed you guys in a few videos in the past, picking this one up at Bicycle World in Waco, Texas. I have the Cervelo P5 currently on the Wahoo Kicker. And the Wahoo Kicker is a smart trainer, which through Bluetooth connects directly to my MacBook Pro. And on my MacBook Pro, I'll pull up Zwift. So if you guys aren't familiar with Zwift, you can do live races, you can input training sessions. My coach Natasha will put in all my training in Zwift and I'll put it on erg mode and I'll essentially just follow the workout. And the smart trainer will adjust the power that I have to put out based off of what's in that workout. So my Zwift setup is Cervelo P5, Wahoo Kicker, and then directly to my MacBook Pro. Also, which connects during these workouts and almost all my workouts except for swimming right now, is my heart rate monitor. My heart rate monitor is the Garmin Tri heart rate monitor. This as well connects via Bluetooth to Zwift on my MacBook Pro, but it also connects to my watch. So my current watch that I've been using for this entire prep is a Garmin Fenix 5 Plus. I like it. It's a little bit heavier than my previous watch, which was the Garmin 735 XT. Love that watch. So for like beginner intro to triathlon, I highly recommend the Garmin 735 XT. So that is the setup for Zwift. Now, things that I also have on the bike that I don't necessarily need for Zwift workouts, but for outdoor rides, is my bike computer. Now, my bike computer is the Garmin Edge 530. This connects through the bike and can provide me data like my cadence and my power in wattage that I'm putting out during a session or a workout or a ride. Some other things that I use during my indoor workouts is the Wahoo Kicker headwind. Now, the Kicker headwind is essentially a fan, and I'll position it like on a 45-degree angle, moving towards myself. What this does is, for one, it's meant to kind of mimic or simulate the conditions of being outside where you're just getting a headwind moving into your face and your body. but it also cools you down for rides. So if I'm cooling, like if I'm in this garage right now and it's 110 degrees and I have the Wahoo kicker on, it will cool my body temperature down, where then my heart rate will come down and I can focus on the workout itself rather than my heart rate jacking up through the roof and trying to control it that way. So the Wahoo kicker has multiple functions, two of those being simulate conditions outside, as well as cooling yourself down, just keeping body temperature lower so your heart rate goes a little bit lower. And then just traditional cycling shoes. I have 2 pair. I keep one here and then one at BPN HQ. So that is bike setup right here. Some additional pieces that I have. I love everything about Roka sunglasses. I'm actually one of Roka's athletes and partners. These are the Roka GP series. Love these. They're light, they stay on my face, and they look pretty like slicked out because my whole setup is pretty much black and white and a little bit of red with BPN colors. So the Roka GP series for riding, as well as this is an S-Works cycling helmet upgrade from last year. Last year's cycling helmet was just this laser helmet, but you can see slick and cool, dad. Slick and cool, dad. I don't want to wear the dad helmet yet until me and Steph have kids, which is maybe soon, maybe not. We're not there at that point yet. Last thing that I really want to touch on right here before I jump into the other bike, the road bike, is just like cycling bibs. I'm wearing these all the time on my rides and people are mind blown about what I'm wearing. It essentially is cycling shorts with your chamois. The thing about cycling shorts is they have this nice little pad for your undercarriage, which is probably like a 1/4 inch thick of padding. And this just makes rides more comfortable. I have forgotten my padded cycling shorts and bibs before, and I've had to do rides in my boxers. I will tell you right now from firsthand experience, it is not comfortable during the ride or the days following. So like this one right here, this bib is by Bicycle World, and then I have a bunch of other bibs by Roka. But same concept, cycling shorts with some grip material on the inside. You have the chamois pad, which protects yourself underneath, and then these straps just come over top to keep everything up like this. So that is the setup. That's the tri-bike right here. This is a water source as well that I can pull in and out, that when I'm in aero position like this, I can just pull this tube out, drink straight from that tube, and then we'll have some other water sources on the bike the closer we get to Ironman Texas and we start doing bigger rides. So this right here, I purchased this before committing to Ironman Texas, and this is what I was riding with for a long period of time. I love road bikes. Like I would prefer to ride a road bike more than my tri-bike. As much as I love this tri-bike, the P5, love this bike, especially on the trainer, and to get in an aero position, but just go for like a fun ride with some people or rip around downtown Austin. This is my preferred bike right here. So this is the Canyon Aeroad CF-SL. So this is my secondary bike right now. I will ride this on the trainer or outside only when the P5 is not where I'm at. Like if the P5 is at the HQ and I want to do a ride here, I'll use a Canyon. But if I had a choice to choose what bike I'm going to ride right now, especially to get more comfortable in aero position, it's going to be the Cervelo P5. This is my secondary bike. So that is all bike related gear for the time being. As of right now, there will be more. And here we are, the wetsuit. This is the same, not the same one, but the same model that I wore last year for Ironman. This is the Roka Maverick. And I will tell you, when I started wearing the wetsuit for swimming in open water, I swim, so let me back up a little bit. We are very fortunate that we have a Lifetime Fitness 15 minutes away from VPN HQ that actually owns a private lake that was an old quarry, and it's filled with water, and it's only accessible for kayakers, people using paddle boards, and swimmers. I haven't done any swims this year yet in a wetsuit. It's all been just my jammers, which will soon be a Speedo, in the pool, but we're about to transition into open water swimming. So this is the wetsuit that I do use. Roka Maverick, fits like a glove, and it makes you look very fast, very agile. Another option too, I know I brought this up in another video, these are the Roka Sim Shorts. The Sim Shorts, the Sim Pros, it's the same material as the wetsuit, but it's just the shorts. So I used to swim with these that help with buoyancy, so they will help keep your butt and your hips on top of the water, and you can really focus on your pulling movements as it does help with buoyancy. So I highly recommend both products. But when you're at Ironman events, you see most people wearing the Roka wetsuits. Now let's go over other swimming gear. So these are some of like the basics that I use for pretty much every single swim. And the way every swim starts is there's 3 movements for the warm-up. The first is just a regular swim with fins. So I'll start with the fins on, and I'll do a 300 with fins. And then still keeping fins on, we'll just do a kick. So there's no pulling movement included. That is another 300. And then after that, I'll remove the board and the fins, and I'll place this buoy in between my legs, so it helps with buoyancy, keeping your hips and your butt on top of the water, and you're not kicking at all. And then we'll just focus on the pull, like the pulling movement. Sometimes we'll use the snorkel just to eliminate one of the variables, being breathing and moving my head, and just focus on the pull. And then sometimes we'll also put the mitts on, which gives you a better catch feel for when you're swimming. So you have the whole mitt here. So these are just pieces that Natasha, Ironman coach, recommended I pick up, and pieces that we use every single workout. I'll show you guys how beautiful I look in the swim cap. You see some swimmers and they look better with a swim cap than without a swim cap, but no, not me. I look like a straight up nerd. All my goggles are also by Roka. So I have like the tinted pair as well as the clear ones. Typically I'll use these indoor and these outdoor. So when I walk up the pool and I walk up the Ironman, for Ironman Texas, I'm ready, baby. Next up is all running gear. Now, running is pretty minimalistic, or it can be minimalistic. The most expensive part about triathlons like this Ironman is all the bike stuff. Like all the bike stuff is where all the money's sitting. So we'll dive right into it. This is probably the most commonly asked questions I always get. So we'll start in the shoes, we'll go to like shorts, fuel, and then accessories type stuff. So right now, and I've experimented with all types of shoes. Like right now I'm wearing, these are the Hoka Rocket X. This is just like my daily wear shoe, not for training. I love these as a daily wear shoe, the Hoka Rocket X. But for like training, these are the ones that I have fallen in love with, and I don't see myself leaving anytime soon. For my daily trainers, these are the Saucony Endorphin Speeds. I'm obsessed with these shoes, absolutely obsessed. Not a fan of the Pros that have the carbon base plate, but I do like the Speeds for my longer slow runs or just getting miles in. For races and big speed workouts, I have not found a shoe that compares to the Nike Vaporfly Next Percent. They're light, they have a carbon base plate, they have the ZoomX foam. These shoes right here, they don't have a massive lifespan. These are the shoes that I'm using for my marathon. And I'd say you can probably get 150 miles tops out of these things. So I only use them for like races or select big workouts. Cannot say enough of good things about the Vaporfly Next Percent. So those are shoes. Socks wise, a lot of you guys know I'm a big fan of Feetures socks. Feetures. Feature socks is just what I wear. Again, sunglasses. These are the Roca Matadors, but I also wear the GP series as well for runs. In terms of running shorts, there are two pair that are like my tried and true. Two brands as of right now, Tracksmith and Lululemon. All of Tracksmith's running shorts, they're comfortable, they fit well, they're light. I really feel like I'm wearing nothing. So these are all Tracksmith. It's a very like micro mesh type material. They're comfortable. And then Lululemon's Fast and Free 3-inch, they have a liner. Both of these have liners inside, but the Fast and Frees have some more compartments if you're gonna be carrying like a base salt, a gel, anything you need to carry, you can carry in these shorts. And then this is one of my most recent pickups. These are the Tracksmith leggings, and I can't say enough of good things about these. These are the best pair of leggings for running and training outside that I've personally ever worn. So Tracksmith and Lululemon for apparel, for training. And then I'm always wearing a hat. I like the BPN hats that we offer, the Go One More running hats. So you got Go One More right here on the back. It's adjustable. It's perforated with the BPN B icon up top. It's breathable, super lightweight, and it's a collaboration with Boco Gear. So we offer these in the varsity logo, all blacked out, and then our traditional varsity logo here. These are my go-to running hats, and even cycling when I'm on the indoor trainer. As far as fuel, you really can't talk triathlon training, Ironman training without talking a fuel source. So ours that we offer at BPN G1M Sport or Go One More Sport, 20 grams of carbs and 350 milligrams of sodium per serving. Carbs coming from cluster dextrin, which very fast gastric emptying, meaning it goes in, you'll be able to use it for fuel very quickly, very efficiently, with no bloating, gas, burping, gut rot, stomach issues. The intent of formulating this product was to provide a fuel source for training that you can use on your runs, on your bikes, during a swim, that isn't gonna hurt your stomach. And that's what happened, and that's how we formulated and produced this product right here. And then just water bottles. You can never have enough water bottles for triathlon training. You know, I'll go through like 4 to 5 bottles a day during some sessions. And then this is a bottle that I've recently picked up for my longer slow runs, just off Amazon. This is a Nathan water bottle, and I can hold like, say 12 to 14 ounces of water in here. But what I'll do is I'll throw like 2 scoops of G1M Sport in here, and I'll carry it for my runs, and it wraps around your wrist. You can fit like your keys or your phone in here. And as I'm running on my long, slow, easy runs, I can maintain fuel just by keeping this in here. And like, at first I thought it'd be an issue, that it'd be too heavy or too clunky and just like get in the way. But like, once you start running with it, you don't even realize it because you're not holding it. It's just like strapped down to the top of your hand within your palm. So that's an overview of running gear, running accessories, as well as, again, my heart rate monitor that I wear on my chest by Garmin, and my Phoenix 5 Plus GPS watch as well. And that's it. So today is January 26th, which means we are 4 days out from the marathon. This morning's workout was a 2-mile warm-up, and then 6 1-mile repeats at marathon pace. So around like a 6:45 minute per mile pace, an easy 200-meter jog in between, and then 2-mile cool down. So we had 10 miles total today. No straining, everything just felt smooth and comfortable. I'm feeling great going to the marathon. But we want to let you guys know that there will be no Ironman prep video on the normally scheduled Sunday, this coming Sunday. We are pushing the video back a few days to the middle of the week to have a premiere, which will be the sub 3-hour marathon attempt video. So stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram for all the details. If you follow me on Instagram at NickBearFitness, you're gonna know my time before the next video comes out. So, sub 3, baby. Here we go.